Hello, motherfuckers. Get another one coming on here. I want to first start off and apologize for the last couple episodes I've uploaded. I want you guys to subscribe and like because not everybody apologizes the right way. So let me do this correctly. So last couple episodes we've been having a lot of lag. I'm gonna be real, and I'm figuring that out right now. And of course this one's gonna have lag too. It's not like I figured everything out, but what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna do some offshoot episodes. I'm gonna do some events. I'm gonna do just a lot of random recording to figure this out because I'm using OBS and I feel like maybe it's something with OBS, it's something with the specific capture card I got. So we're gonna take a short break from the story. We're right in the middle, right smack dab middle of 2.2. I've already recorded a lot of those episodes. But like I said, we might skip them, do something else later, whatever, if I can't figure out the lag. Because a lot of them just have lag for the entire fucking thing, and it's bad. So, whatever the case, we'll figure it out. I want to apologize for that, you know what I'm saying? But mostly you guys are here for my wonderful commentary and my wonderful music in the shorts, because I know you guys like those. So, we'll get on with it today. We're just doing another event. This is the Book of Bosses in the Trial Gate section. I am now high enough level to basically do all of this, which is really awesome. Which means the grinding is gonna speed up exponentially. Potentially here. We're around level 100. I'm guessing I'll be like 130 in a couple of months, maybe like 2 or 3 months. And before I get into our topics of the day, I'll talk about Dragon Quest gameplay a little bit here, guys. I completed the level 136 level cap quest solo. That was really fun. So the boss is the red-eyed Gigantes, and he's pretty fun. He has some crazy attacks. He has like when he gets into pinch mode, he knocks you all down and does a shitload of damage. Which has the potential to basically wipe your party. But once you have a high enough level party, you have mostly healers. I believe I did it with, I was Druid on my main, and then I had a Battle Master and a Death Master, along with this heal slime I have here, the main Healy. I think this one's no, yeah. This is my heal slime right now. But I did it with that team, and it took me 40 fucking minutes. It was so fucking crazy. But I had a good time. Maybe I'll stream it when I do it for real. And get all the way to that level on one of these files. Because it is a good fight. Nevertheless, we'll do some of these. We'll have some of these fights, and I'll just talk to you guys about trust. And we'll talk about friendship. All that good stuff. I have been, so today it is the 28th of April, right before my brother's birthday, and I have been keeping up with the drama of VTubers. I'm a huge VTuber fan. If you guys don't know yet, because I don't think I've talked about it on this channel quite yet, I'm working on a model, getting the designs right, so I really do want to do the VTuber thing. I think I will start as a PNG tuber, but for now, it's not that I'm camera shy, it's just that I don't feel like showing people my face, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that gets enough credit in real life. I certainly don't find myself an unattractive person, but there are pros and cons to either side of the attraction scale. I will say there, guys, it's not all gumdrops and rainbows when you look good, or at least semi-good. When you're above the 8th threshold to women. Like, I'm not invisible, which is fantastic. Like, I remember yesterday I was going out to Wawa to get fucking juice or something. There's a new juice at Wawa. Fruit punch. Very excited. But anyways, as I'm leaving Wawa with all my cups and shit and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just a tiny, cute little white girl is just like, oh my gosh, I love your Crocs. And I'm just like, I don't feel like socially interacting right now. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Why does this always happen? So I'm just like, give her the most awkward look of disappointment, and I just walk away. And it was the most awkward thing because we both had cars parked right next to each other, so I was just like, let me just speed walk back to this bitch. I promise I'm not socially awkward. I'm just paranoid, so I think everybody has an agenda, which, I mean, everybody does. But here's the thing, guys. If you don't want to respond back some random nice platitude to someone's compliment, you don't have to. You're not required to. That's not how life works. You know, they gave you a compliment because they literally couldn't hold it within their body. They had to. You know, people don't give you compliments because they're required to. Like they have to clock into work and give them 8 compliments a day. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody says something nice to you, you can just smile back at them and walk away. That's usually what I do when people say hi to me nowadays. Because I've noticed, I'm outside all the damn time. People will say hi to you, and sometimes when you say hi back in the right way, motherfuckers will just start going off on this and that. And conversation here, conversation topic here. The weather's nice. This is nice. No, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone. So sometimes, most times, just a smile and a walk away can be very profitable if you're a guy who values your time. And don't value feckless transactional relationships. I'd say if you really care about me that much, I'm here all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm a creature of habits. You can find out my schedule and stalk me. That should be way more profitable than actually having a conversation with me, because I don't talk about smart shit. I don't talk about valuable shit. At least not to normal people. Maybe to awaken people who are looking for growth. Like the people watching this channel. Anybody playing an MMO for 10 hours a day, useful stuff. But for the rest of the populace, for the people who are actually outside, this is very unhelpful. I find. Maybe not this in general, but my natural conversation style, not conducive to real life comfortability. It's a pretty hard word. I should do more tongue twisters in the morning to warm up my feelers here, But nevertheless, we'll keep the morning routine saucy. We'll do what we can. Today, like I said, we're talking about friends and trust. I have been keeping up with the VTuber area drama, whatever you want to call it, space. I watch a lot of them because I'm lonely and I like being parasocial, but I don't like women in general. How they look. So, I'm down for the VTuber streamers. You know what I'm saying? I'm down for that. It allows me to be extremely parasocial and, disconnect a little bit from the fact they are humans. But then something like this happens, and I remember, oh yeah, they are humans. They are humans because all humans have, quite a few of the bad apples in the troop. And we discovered a bad apple. Now, what's super funny is I knew about Sinder for a long time. But before I knew about Sinder, I knew about Spite. Which is funny, because that's one of the main pieces that are like, oh no, Spite is copying off of me, and I thought Spite was copying off of me, but I'm like literally in my this is like a canon event for me, that I found Spite, who had like fucking 2 viewers in her YouTube videos. And then afterwards I see Sinder and I'm like, oh shit, this is definitely a Spite clone. But then she has all these fucking views. She's doing all the collabs, you know what I'm saying? She's got all this popularity on Twitch. And I'm on Twitch, but I'm like Twitch adjacent. I used to be on Twitch a lot more. I used to be on Justin TV like all the damn time. I remember way back in the day, Psychotics or Psycho, he did a marathon stream, and that was like my first introduction to like people streaming for more than like 4 hours, like a 24-hour thing. So like I kept the PC on for the whole thing, and I was like, this is amazing. I don't know why people don't do this forever. Like this just have constant content, kept constantly talking to me so I don't feel lonely. And the video games, yeah, it was fun. So I was in Justin TV days. Good old Psycho and his wonderful voice and his wonderful group. Weird times. But moving on to the Sinder drama, it's a lot of non-accountability and non-trust. You can tell people like this lack trust because life is a mirror, and when they do this whole huge accountability thing, you know what I'm saying, you can tell they don't trust themselves. They don't trust themselves to know that they have good friends that will forgive them, so they have to push blame onto something, like there's no way I can actually be a good person. You know, they've dug themselves their own grave so far. That, you know, they feel like they can't see the shore, which is insane to me because like just with the numbers and the amount of love that they've gotten over the years is fucking crazy, you know? Like you're getting thousands of dollars weekly, monthly. And you still feel the need to like punch down people and be like, it's not enough money, and if they get money too, then they're gonna stop me from getting my thousands of dollars, and that's clearly not enough money now. And yeah, just blaming it all on another person. What's really bad about this situation is a lot of these guys are like parasocial weirdos who've never had like a girlfriend or boyfriend or a significant other or anything, right? So when they hear this shit, like, oh, this guy is evil, you know, this red guy was doing all this shit, and you know, he was managing and just, I didn't know, and all this. A lot of people are gonna take that for face value and be like, well, you know, it's possible that, you know, she didn't know or didn't, but I just tell you guys, all this Cinder shit, croca poppycock, croca booty cheeks. Because if you've ever had any kind of good relationship, if you've ever, you know, found trust in a woman, and more than that, found a woman that trusts you, that woman is going to tell you everything. Now the guy may not, because there are like times when I've been in good relationship with guys and they just don't tell me stuff. You know, it's not like lies, it's just omissions of truth that you feel like you don't need. But if you are ever close to a girl, you know, romantically or sexually, there's not a lot that they will not unleash to you. They are master yappers, and I'm saying this about like 99%. Master yappers. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not like that, you're probably cruising towards a breakup, you know? Because that's what they want. That's the whole point of sex, guys. It's to connect. It's to emotionally connect. So, and then girls don't have as a high tolerance for stress as we guys do. Because like if the guy, you're feeling a lot of stress, there's a lot of ways for us to get it out besides just like talking or, you know, like there's just a lot of ways for us to emotionally regulate that we can do ourselves. The girls don't have as well stress management. And talking is like one of the best ways for them to get rid of the stress management. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel negative impulses, negative stimuli stronger than us. So there's no way that they're not talking about this, you know, crazy shit going on, the toxic shit going on. And if you look at the hit piece that has been made, man, it's so bad. It's so bad the way they're throwing the friends under the bus, man. But you can see the crash out definitely was well overdue. And as far as any well-awakened individuals that are dealing with someone like Sinder in real life, I would say the silence and the emotional intelligence and the patience just are super strong weapons. They are OP weapons for people like this. You know? Because if you starve people like this of the reaction, of the drama, of the bullshit, they're gonna crash out just like Cinder is. You know? Basically, this had to come to light eventually because of, you know, just the bridges she burned. With her mommy. I hate how the VTuber culture is. I really wish, you know, of course we can't all do this because we're all incompetent idiots, but I really wish everybody wanted to, you know, be a super nerd like me and do their own designs themselves and, you know, rig the model themselves and all this stuff. But the reality is that it's a very profitable industry and it's all about money. So if you have a good personality and a good idea, you can find someone awesome and amazing like Nano, and they can bring your idea to life. But see, the problem is, man, you can't control your friends. You can't control your lovers. You certainly can't control your business partners. And the thing is, you're never gonna know where the cuts come from. The good part is when you can, you know, identify when you're bleeding inside. See, that's the good part. That's a perfect victory, you know? Because when you're bleeding inside, no one can fucking see it. You know? So just quietly celebrate. That internal bleeding is gonna justify the means. And just, keep silent and move on. Your emotional intelligence is worth more than gold, you know? It's it's a beautiful thing. Um and a lot of things can just be avoided in general by not crashing out over stupid shit. Like Cinder herself could have avoided this in general by not crashing out over stupid shit. But that ship has sailed. That ship probably sailed like 2023, honestly. But these other girls, these other creators, these other streamers, you know what I'm saying? They have held their tongue and done the damn thing for long enough. I feel that what they've done is warranted. It was hella calculated too. Like all dropping within like hours of each other with the screenshots, with the receipts. Another thing about Cinder's response is that it had no screenshots and no receipts. She was basically just doing it all off of goodwill. And I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know how she interacts on her stream. I didn't really, care to view her stream too much. It's not that I hate super popular VTubers. I watch a couple super popular VTubers like Iron Mouse or Bao or I think Smuggalana's pretty popular too. I feel like just the vibes of the stream in general didn't really connect with me, and sometimes people just don't play the games I want to watch, so it's not that big of a deal. But there's a certain way, to build the audience that's gonna cultivate growth and progress. And I feel like just the attitude of I have to step on people and destroy to get ahead was just baked into her audience for some reason. Like, why? I don't watch her stream, so I don't know. But you have to think, like, why the fuck do people harass other people for having flames in their avatars? From Sinder. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Why is that happening? Like, what's going on here? It's deeper than that. It's deeper than rap. And if you don't know the situation going on, I really don't care. I'm just ranting. I'm so small of a channel that I'm probably just gonna throw her name in the title and you can go watch a couple of other reaction channels talk about it. They have good takes. I haven't really seen too many people here with a bad take on this. My little alarm there. Hopefully it didn't come through too much on the mic. Oh, I hate Tectone. Well, I used to hate Tectone a lot more than I do right now. But I hate Tectone, but you can watch Tectone. He has good coverage on this. Right? So, the main takeaway, though, in general, from the Cinder situation is that, it's a weird space for all of us content creators, but the thing is, you can't, do the undercut, snaky way of trying to hold people off from business opportunities or, gatekeep, essentially. You can't do that, And even if you do that, people are gonna find out. And you're gonna have to take accountability. And if you don't, it's gonna look very bad. See, I feel like if Cinder would have just been like, you know what, guys? Hey, I fucked up. I said some fucked up shit, I done some fucked up things. But you know what? I was kind of just trying to get ahead. I was just kind of blinded by money. I had a dollar sign in my eyes. And I apologize. I'm not gonna take back any of the shit I said. I'm gonna be stand behind that 100%. But I'm not gonna do that anymore. Because you know what? I've made enough money. and you know what? Fuck Red. Fuck Red and all he did. Because I was in there too. And I was pushing him on to do it. It was takes two to tango type shit. So me and Red are gonna do better. We're gonna try better. And we're gonna spread more love to the community instead of inciting hate behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's literally what it's doing. You're just inciting hate and malice behind the scenes and acting like, oh, it wasn't me. Oh, me, never. Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's disgusting. That's what makes guys hate a lot of women. Because, this is what happens in real life, guys. Cinder is not some random person, Cinder's a real person in real life who does these real fucking shit things. And you probably know a couple Cinders in your life. Them good old throw stones, hide your hands type shit. I know a lot of people at work that are like this. Oh my goodness. And one of the things in Cinder's apology really struck a nerve on me. She was like, I invited you to my stream and gave you merch. I was so kind to you. Like, what the fuck, dog? What the fuck, dog? Like, imagine if me, like, maybe I have merch. I don't care. But, like, imagine if me, I'm gonna insult you, berate you, I'm gonna steal money from you. But I invited you to my house, I let you record a YouTube video with me, and I gave you one of my coffee mugs. So why are you mad? Like, what the fuck is... Like, imagine if your employer did this to you. It's like, what? We let you work with us, and we gave you a mug from the break room. Why are you mad? Why are you mad that we abused you? Why are you mad? What the fuck is going on here, guys? Like, the levels of delusion that you have to be fed all your life. She's probably hot as fuck, which is really annoying to me. She's probably way harder than her model. Because the amount of delusion you have to be fed in your life to believe that like this is the shit that like will appease people. That'll just make people happy. To be so deluded to think that. It's very sad. And I don't think it's sad for Cinder. I think it's sad for everybody around her. All the yes men who just can't stop telling her that what she does is okay. Because they set her up for this shit. I really don't think she can come back. They set her up for this catastrophic failure to launch, failure to recognize the just vitriol of everything she started. And because she had a bunch of yes men around, a bunch of simps, a bunch of pyro pups, you know, constantly sending her money and gooning to her. The train went on. The motion got perpetualized. And so, a little annoying, but the behavior gets enforced. Just how it happens. You give a monkey a cookie every time for smacking your sister on the head. Your monkey's gonna start beating the fuck out of her. He's gonna start smacking the fuck out of her head, you know? It's natural science. Natural science. But people need to realize when you're around people like Cinder, when you're around people like that, and you need to make noise or warnings or threats. Like you realize all these DMs that came out, not one of them ever had, you know, like a threat or like some kind of like bodily harm coming to Cinder. Even though all these like fucking 5, 6 girls and one guy, I think Rain's a guy. Yeah, I think it's one guy. 6 people, and not one of them ever had like this malicious crash out over her. You know, not one of them sent like some death threat to her or something stupid. You know, silence is your best enemy. Yes, it is your best enemy, but your best weapon. Because the most dangerous enemies are the ones that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's who kills you. Joe, the invisible. You know what I'm saying? The ones who don't justify every move. Yeah, man. You gotta listen more. Just gotta make them talk. You know, hold them motherfucking receipts, just like these guys did. People will tell you their strategies when they feel like they're not competing. And as far as the Nano situation goes, they tried to like vehemently destroy their competition, and they lowered their guard for who they thought, you know, they could just kind of manipulate and trick to be on their side forever. But all you gotta do is be like water, be like fog, be like smoke, you know what I'm saying? Never react, never give them a response. Just make them think like they're winning the battle. And you drop this bomb on them. You drop this bombshell. Because once they start looking over their shoulder for who's out there to get them, that's when they're gonna fall themselves. I know. Yeah, I know by experience. Because honestly, guys, it doesn't matter how nice or how beautiful or how kind you think the people around you are, if you are not constantly looking behind your back, someone's back there, dog. Someone's back there behind you. So I fucking assure you, you can be like, no, people are nice to Marcus. Magic Cooper. Sure, don't do it then. Don't, level up for 10 years without looking behind you. See what happens. See what happens. The thing is, it requires intelligence, patience, and the ability to endure the impulse of not, correcting people. Not proving yourself right when they ask for evidence, you know what I'm saying? That's what really gives you power. Because you're not gonna the thing is, the person like Sinder is not someone you're gonna win against. Like, she's not even conceding defeat after getting hit by like 5 niggas. 5 niggas hit you in the face, and you're not gonna be like, I guess I should apologize for real. No, man. I looked at that document. She does not apologize for real until page 5 of the document. Page 5? Bro, you should have just made a YouTube video. What the fuck are we talking about here? This was the worst. How could you type this and have someone read it? I don't even know if you had someone read it. Type this and read it yourself. And think this is gonna go over well with anyone. That's not it's clear to me. It's so clear to me that a lot of content creators do not watch anybody else's content. Which is hard, because you're fucking making this shit all the damn time. So I have to watch my own fucking 45-minute video and watch a 45-minute podcast or a think piece on... No, I'm not gonna do that. No, man, I only have enough hours in the day, right? But it's so obvious to me when you see the way these people type, the way they speak, the way they interact, it's like you only talk to your own chat. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You only talk to your own chat in red. Clearly. Like, Jesus Christ. The thing is, the only reason why an eruption like this is even possible to happen is because these motherfuckers lost before they even started, or Sinder lost before they even started. These other guys won before the conflict even erupted. You know what I'm saying? They had all these receipts. Sinder has been dead. She's just been hemorrhaging money from disgusting simps. But that's how you obtain absolute control. You make your enemy trust you. You make the betrayal never seen coming. When in reality, Sinder should have seen it coming. She was actively betraying all these other people. Like how do you stop someone from receiving commissioned work that is already done? Because they're doing work for me, and don't worry, they'll find someone else. They're super popular. Like, what the fuck kind of bullshit is this? That's honestly disgusting. I can't imagine that working in any other industry. I cannot. I cannot. Because, you imagine you're I deliver fucking ice cream. Fast food places. So I'm the ice cream truck guy. You get commissioned, to deliver this ice cream to 2 stores, you know what I'm saying? Two stores, deliver the ice cream. Then I stop at the first store, and they're like, oh yeah, you're going to this other store? See, I have this other store that needs ice cream too. Don't worry, don't do that shipment. Don't do that shipment for them that you already have in the truck. Bring it to my store, right? I'll pay you more. Don't worry about them. Just cancel their order. And they're super popular stores, so they'll get somebody else to give them ice cream. You know what I'm saying, right? But I need this ice cream. It's more valuable to me. Those flavors that you have in the truck, they need to go to my store because, you know, the customers there will value it more, and it's more unique to us. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because it's art, people don't like think it matters as much because it's not like physical products. But you realize that people put their eyes on this and pay money because they like what their eyes saw. It's just like any other product, in my eyes. It's an opinion that you can either like or not like. But I don't think holding off people's like actual materials that they made. And you know, luckily Nano is not like an idiot and a good person, you know what I'm saying? It's not just like a giant ring of shitty people. Which is usually what happens, you know, there's usually some square mile separation between the trash people in life. Somehow. I don't know. You know, every now and then you do have a situation where like 5 horrible people get together and murder one person, but like usually there's some separation, right? So I'm glad Nano at least, you know, there's that good situation with her and the other artist that she was able to finish work on. But you know, just small things like that where you're openly destroying business relationships for someone who is just trying to make money like you are. But you have to like step on heads and shit. I'm just so not okay with people fucking with others' wallets. I'm so not okay with that. Especially when it comes to this creative shit, like it's already hard enough to be established in a world that is already phasing us out. Every creative is getting phased out. You have to view this as a hobby. If you are doing this just to get money, it's not gonna be fun. You have to do it because you want to. You know, there's a reason why I stopped for like 10 years. So I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this. I don't know. But now I'm cool with just casually doing it on the side. You know what I'm saying? Just doing my thing, just feeling it out. And I feel like exploring my own thoughts, getting on the mic and just getting the thoughts out is really good for me. Because I stopped going to my therapist. So, you know every guy that stops going to therapist always starts a podcast. That's how we go. But therapy just kind of runs me in circles and wishes I was at home talking to myself. So I'm like, why do I not? Why am I paying for this? You know? I don't have fun talking to people, and I always thought that was terrible. Like, why don't you have fun connecting? I'm like, because people are really dumb. And it's really hard for me to connect with people without, you know, fucking 5 steps of exposition. And Jesus Christ, guys, like, pick up a book. You know, you'll learn yourself. Get your vocabulary up a little bit. Nevertheless, I do appreciate everyone and anyone who decides to listen to me ramble on about a space that I enjoy. I have a lot of opinions about. If anybody here likes VTubers, like I said, I can't talk about that for a little bit, so we might have another episode on the VTubing space in the future. But the thing is, you have to be brave. You have to be brave to, you know, separate yourself from the amateurs and understand that the power that you want is invisible. You know what I'm saying? The power that, you know, the power that everyone wants. The power that Sinder wants, the power that Val wants, the power that I want, it's all invisible. It's all invisible. It's not there. It's internalized, and it's won by relinquishing control. You're relinquishing the perception of dominance. Because you can't, like, actually control these people. You see what happens when you actually try to control these people. It's just dumb shit. It's just dumb shit that blows up in your face. And you're like, why did I try to control this person? That was stupid. I should have just let them do what they wanted to, and it would have worked out. But the perception of things is what really matters. The person who controls the most is actually the person who seems like they don't do anything. That's the game, man. That's the real game. That's the plot twist. You don't need to be powerful. You need to be untouchable. You don't even need to be like defensive, you know? You don't need any of that. Because no one attacks what they don't understand. No one challenges, you know, something that is absolutely certain. It's mastering the art of image. The art of image. So weakness only becomes a problem when people notice it. And guess who notices who's weak? You know, a person who's always trying to control everything. That's very noticeable weakness. It's a very, very noticeable weakness. When you try to control shit, like, huh. I know what that guy's trying to fight, but you know, it's clear that he's not in himself. Alright, so I think I'm gonna pause here. Take a little break in between this. We got a couple more bosses left. I love you guys. I hope you all subscribe. This is enough talk about Sinder. Let me know if you want more VTuber chats. And like the video. Like the video. I love you again. I'll say I love you again. Say I love you twice because I love you. Bye.